Joining us on the phone, returning to the program, the great Nikki Sixx. Bro, thanks for coming back on with us.
How you guys doing?
Doing well, man. You always seem to be like the busiest guy out there. You can't just do one thing, can you?
No, I'm a little insane like that.
It's good, though. I mean, like, a lot of guys just, I'm good with just this one deal. I mean, this guy wants to produce. He wants to make albums. He wants to work on movies. He wants to write books.
Well, you know what it is? It's if you're a creative person, if you do just one thing all the time, you can become stagnant with it. So, when I do outside stuff, doing the book and the soundtrack and the new band and the clothing line and working with the charity, it's actually good for Motley Crue because I come back to Motley and I'm like charged up.
Well, that's why we never know, like, if we've ever hit that last chapter in Motley Crue, because you're so busy and everyone seems to be doing so many different things. It sounds to me like there's still maybe a little bit of an opening there. It's not closed yet.
Oh, yeah. We're like, once you get us going, it's unstoppable. Like when we were on this last tour, it was phenomenal. 2 years on the road, and the shows were phenomenal, and attendance was great, and we had a great time. And now we're a bit on hiatus. So to get it up and get it started again will take a while, but that's good. We need to recharge the batteries.
And Nikki Sixx doesn't just sit around and recharge his batteries. No. Then he works on 10 other projects. I know that you've been talking about this Heroin Diaries. You probably mentioned this to me maybe 3-4 years ago, that you had these diary entries of when you were completely whacked out in 86, 87, and you've been waiting for a long time, I know, to get this book out.
I'm never in a rush to do anything wrong. I like to take my time and do things right. And it was just the right timing. Motley Crue was on the road. It wasn't the time to do it then. Getting everybody to come in behind my actual journals and do their commentary on it and say what it was like then for them and what it's like now for them. And that would be, not only band members, but other musicians and record company executives and ex-girlfriends and managers. And then for me, the story was pretty complete, but when I had my mother and my grandfather and my sister tell their version of the story, and then I kind of got to go in on top of it right from present day, it really gave me some closure.
For those of you that don't remember the last time Nikki was on, this is when you were completely smacked out on every drug on the planet. You actually picked up a pen and you wrote your ideas and your thoughts at that time.
I always write. It's what I do. My relationship with the pen and the paper is very important to me. The thing that I think is the most interesting is it wasn't so much journal writing like I do today, where I'll stream of consciousness, write what's going on, but it was actually my friend, and it was my conscience, and it was my enemy, and I battled with it, and I argued with it, and it was this insane relationship that I had with the paper, where I would actually lie to myself and then say to myself, I'm sorry that I lied to you.
Wow.
I mean, it was crazy, and I think what this does is, by looking back to my childhood to my present day, you can see where addiction comes from. It isn't about the drugs for me and the alcohol. It's about where I was when I was a kid and what happened to me as a kid and why I felt I needed something else to be happy. And that is what caused the addiction.
Nikki Sixx is our guest on the phone. The book, Heroin Diaries, A Year in the Life of a Shattered Rock Star. It's going to be out in September, and I know Teresa is all stoked about the music. She's been on your MySpace page, and there's going to be, I guess it's a musical companion to the book. You've got a brand new band. It's 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Teresa, you were on the website. You're loving it right off the bat.
The MySpace page is full of everything any fan would need to know. Between you and DJ Ashba, it seemed like the chemistry was just perfect because the song is killer.
Thank you so much. I mean, to be able to sit down with James Michael and DJ and myself, and to be able to sit down and go, the canvas is empty. This is a book. What are we going to write about? It's great that people have been coming and saying, it reminds me of Quadrophenia, like in concept. It reminds me of The Wall in concept. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end, and we can follow the album. It takes you on a journey, musically, lyrically, sonically. It takes you in a lot of different places, and it was freeing because, we didn't write so that I could call you guys up and say, I want you to play my single.
Right.
we wrote an album like you did in the 70s. So for me, if the song does really great and the album does great and the book does great, you know what it's doing? It's bringing awareness to this charity that I have, Covenant House, and we're donating money from the book. We're raising money through websites, and we're starting a PSA initiative, and anything we can do to raise money for these homeless kids to get them off the street and to get them back into society, because you know what? I was one of those kids.
That's awesome. Nikki Sixx is our guest on the phone. It'll be his first book, The Heroin Diaries, A Year in the Life of a Shattered Rock Star. It's going to be out in September. There's going to be new music to accompany this with his new band.
MySpace.com/Nikki Sixx. As far as I'm concerned, it has everything you need. I mean, everything. So I would recommend our listeners and his fans go there.
But we'll go to NikkiSixx.com. We'll go to 6ammusic.com. Dude, we'll just load you up on the website today.
You guys are so awesome, man. Check out Heroin Diaries, and you guys are, man, supporting it, and thank you so much. And you like the song?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, really quick now, any touring? Like, can you come here and play it for us?
Oh, that's starting to come up, and we're kind of all looking at each other going, we just became a band kind of on accident, and now people are asking us to play, and we don't really know yet. I guess if the demand is there, I don't know.
It'll be there, trust me. I'm blown away by the collaboration, like I said. Life is Beautiful is awesome. I'm excited to listen to the whole soundtrack, and I hope we see you in town.
Thank you very much for your support, you guys. You guys are great.
Nikki, you're always the best, man. We always get the best responses every time you're on.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Take care, bro.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a good one.